These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Craig McKee with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. A deadly hit and run in Tempe is prompting police to crack down on underage drinking. It's one of the biggest underage drinking busts in the city's history. In fact, as we told you back in November, nearly 250 people were arrested at Tempe Tavern, a very popular bar near McClintock Drive and Apache Boulevard. Here's Adam Mincer with the latest. Meanwhile, taking action to keep people safer at area bars. Tempe, for instance, could be the first city in the state that requires bars to provide drink tests on site. The effort aims at cutting down on drink spiking cases, which the city believes go unreported 90% of the time. A survey of ASU students finds 11% say they had been drugged before.
As we've continued on with this initiative, so many close friends or even family have come up to me and said that they've had their drink spiked, not once but multiple times. And the reason why this is so important is because when I asked them, did you report it? What happened? Nothing happened. Nothing gets reported.
The city wants your feedback as well on this potential ordinance. They're taking public comment online at tempe.gov. For the second time this week, a wrong-way driver was arrested on Loop 303. The Arizona Department of Public Safety is saying this all happened near Glendale Avenue just before 2 a.m. Thankfully, no crashes were reported, but DPS says they suspect the driver was under the influence. This comes just days after a Maricopa County Sheriff's Office deputy collided with a wrong-way driver on the very same road. That driver is facing DUI charges. Now to our state of education coverage. The Phoenix Union High School District's governing board considering axing 100 plus jobs district-wide. This as they work to make up, of course, the deficits in the district's budget, which they attribute to declining enrollment. PXU saying it needs to make up roughly a $35 million deficit over the next 2 years. The Kyrene School District giving families an update on their long-term plan. The governing board asking staff to prepare 2 proposals that would close fewer schools than the plan they have recommended already. And the current proposal is closing 8 schools, 6 elementary, 2 middle. The alternate plan here includes closing 5 elementary schools or 4 elementary and 2 middle. The plan will be presented on Tuesday. A vote could happen December 16th at the earliest. Keeping Arizona from running dry. Today, the Arizona Board of Regents taking a little bit closer looks and some action on that front. In fact, a special meeting, the regents will decide here whether to approve a research grant to strengthen Arizona agriculture for a water-scarce future. Meanwhile, a key update in the Colorado River sharing negotiations here after the deadline for an agreement passed last month. The basin states, including Arizona, now have until mid-February to figure out how to split up Colorado River water in the future. We've been telling you for a while now that this agreement has crucial impacts on things like agriculture and infrastructure for lower basin states. The states now have until February 14th to share the love and share the water before the federal intervention begins. Now to an update on the controversial Project Blue, the data center proposed to be built in Arizona. There's a new potential twist here surrounding this project. Amazon Web Services recently backing out. That's at least according to the Pima County Supervisor Matt Hines. However, Beal Infrastructure, who is building the data center, wouldn't confirm or deny that information, saying they do not speak on behalf of other companies. According to Hines, the move is tied to Beal Infrastructure deciding to air cool the facility instead of using water.
This would have been triggered by the action taken by the city of Tucson, as you will recall back in August, that prevented Tucson Water from connecting to this specific parcel of land to provide the reclaimed water that was going to do the water cooling.
And then, of course, after we denied them the water, all of a sudden they magically had air cooling technology.
So you may remember critics of Project Blue were concerned about the draw on Arizona's water and energy resources. Yesterday, the Arizona Corporation Commission approved an energy supply agreement allowing the data center to use only 286 megawatts of power.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens, and we've got another really cold night ahead. More freeze warnings for areas east of the valley, and now we're adding southeastern Arizona as well. All the spots on the map you see here shaded in blue under freeze warnings from 2 to 9 a.m. going into Friday morning here as temperatures drop near or below the freezing point. Here in the valley, lows will mostly be in the 40s. Phoenix at 44, and we'll hit that right around sunrise tomorrow morning. By noon, 60 degrees. By 4 p.m., 66. so still a little bit below normal for this time of year. But we've got high pressure building in out from the southwest, and this is really going to warm things up as we head through next week. In fact, we've got temperatures back in the 70s in your 7-day forecast. That's going to start on Sunday, and we'll keep on climbing. 74 Monday, 76 Tuesday, and temperatures staying in the mid to upper 70s toward the end of next week.